For those just tuning into this series, here is the plot. In December 2022, we made a questionable financial decision. We emptied our bank account on professional cameras without knowing the A of aperture or the I of ISO. But like anyone with new toys and overconfidence, we immediately set off on a 1,500 kilometer coast to coast road trip to film a cinematic masterpiece. Spoiler alert, we failed, but we are sharing the footage anyway. Our first stop was a familiar comfort zone, a beautiful ancestral farmhouse tucked away in a mango orchard. The moment we parked, the kindergarten enthusiasm kicked in. We grabbed our cameras to fill the memory cards with award-winning wildlife photography. And our first subject, the majestic crow. Don't get me wrong, they are bold, intelligent birds. But while National Geographic captures them soaring against sunsets, we captured this one scavenging lunch from a garbage bin. We like to call this series Urban Survival. We probably nailed the first crow in a dustbin award. Confidence high, we turned our lens to a splash of fluorescent green on the power lines. It was a green bee eater. Fun fact about these guys, they catch bees mid-air and smack them repeatedly against a branch to knock out the sting before swallowing. It is the only bird that tenderizes its own steak before dinner. We tried to film this violence, but zooming in 400mm with shaky hands is a bad idea. The result wasn't a nature documentary. It was a blurry earthquake featuring a green blob. Next, we found a purple-rumped sunbird. Now, look at them. They are tiny, round, and yellow. Basically, imagine a ping pong ball that drank 5 espressos and grew wings. They don't fly. They glitch through the air like an agent from the Matrix. One second they are here, then zap. They vanish and respawn on a branch 3 trees away. But thanks to the expensive autofocus we paid for, we actually managed a few sharp clicks before it teleported. Feeling like the kings of birding, we decided to upgrade the model. Enter my son, 15 years old back then. Portraits are boring, so we went for cinematic drama. We put him in the pool and aimed for that slow motion Indian cinema, hero emerging from the water vibe. We were attempting the legendary blue steel look. For the uninitiated, that's when you suck in your cheeks and squint your eyes like you just bit into a sour lemon, but you try to make it look fashionable. We ended up with the water in my ear look. Watching it now, pure cringe. Back then, we were clearing space on the shelf for our Oscars. A quick word on the stay itself. It's an ancestral home with a traditional central courtyard where the roof opens to the sky, letting the sunlight and rain fall right into the living room. We ended the day the only way we know how. Hot pakoras, a cool pool, and reviewing our masterpiece footage. One pit stop done. Next up, we hit the road for our first major destination. We are heading to the only resort of its kind in India, but more on that in the next episode.